Hello, and welcome to Peer Review Week for your scaffolding project. So this week is really about giving you time to think about instructional design. And what I mean by that is that we have been learning throughout the semester different strategies and activities for supporting comprehension of texts in our class and for selecting the best matched texts in our class. And this week, and the scaffolding project in itself, is really an opportunity to bring all of those activities that we've been thinking about, bringing them together in a thoughtful, purposeful way. And so to create time for you to actually think about the design choices that we need to make, why this activity and not this activity, why this text and not this text, to make time for that this week is there is no discuss activity this week and there's no focus and reflect activity. It's really about giving you time to thoughtfully bring together these activities rather than just hodgepodge grab things and smash them together. Hopefully we don't do that. So and then also to enhance that time to think about that and reflect about that is building in some peer review so that you can see how other people are thinking about instructional design, but also then that helps you to reflect back on your own instructional design. And so in this video, I'm basically going to go over how the peer feedback peer review workshop will work this week. So our steps are listed right here. The first step for our peer review workshop is to submit drafts of part 1 and 2 of your scaffolding project. There's actually another very substantial part, the rationale part, part 3, but you don't have to submit a draft of that by Wednesday. If you have it done and want to submit it and get feedback on it, definitely do that. But only drafts of part 1 and 2 are due for peer feedback on Wednesday. And so right here, then, that step 1, due by Wednesday at 11:59, then is drafts of part 1 and 2, and you will submit them right here to the discussion thread. And for your convenience, I have already set up threads for each of your inquiry blog groups. And so you can just go and click on your group, find your group, click on your group, and then you can just post a response to that thread with your drafts of part 1 and 2. And then you can also, so you just reply to this, post your drafts there, and then also in this same group is where you would submit the feedback forms, which is part of step 2. So that space of exchange is already set up for you. So going back to our session agenda, then part 2 will involve, once you have the drafts up there, part 2 will involve giving feedback, reviewing, reading through parts 1 and 2 of 3 of your inquiry group members and then giving them feedback. And to guide your feedback, I have linked here a peer feedback form. And this peer feedback form I've been using for the past couple years really helps to get you to dig into their project and think about what they're doing and seeing what they're doing, which then ultimately benefits you for thinking back to your own peer feedback instructional design. So this sheet, if you click there, you'll be able to get this. This peer feedback form is right here. And basically it's asking you to give an evaluation of 1 to 4. And the different rankings are explained here on each of these items. And each of these items are very linked to the evaluation rubric that I will be using to evaluate your final project. So it gets you to think about different aspects of their project in that way, but it also gets you to think about your own in that way through reviewing others. So that's the first part of that, is evaluating them on those components and giving feedback on that. And then more open-ended response, 2 to 3 strengths, 2 to 3 suggestions for improvement. So this is the type of feedback you will be giving. If you have trouble in any way filling out this form and uploading it to the discussion thread, if you have any trouble doing that, what you can also do is just reproduce these questions, not the whole chart, etc. Reproduce these questions into a response thread on the D2L discussion forum as well. So if you're having any trouble with this document and can't get it uploaded, you can recreate just the questions, list the questions and respond to those for each of the 3 members that you give feedback to. So that is step 2 of the feedback workshop, the review workshop that we're doing this week. And then that is due Friday by 11:59 p.m. You are welcome to do that sooner if you would like, especially if you're going out of town. Feel free to do that feedback right away on Thursday if you want to post that. But it's due then by Friday. And then you will take the feedback you get from your group members. You will consider that feedback and if you want to make revisions based on that feedback, and then you will make revisions of your part 1 and 2 and complete part 3 and submit that completed project then on Monday by 11:59 p.m. And you can submit that here to the Dropbox that is already available for you. And that will be on Monday night. Feel free to submit it sooner if you would like, but it would be due then by Monday at 11:59 p.m. So those are the 3 main steps of the peer review workshop. If you have any questions about that and if you want to send me an email, feel free to do that, and I will try to guide you in which ways I can. But for now, I'd like to wish you a good week of space and opening up space in your mind to really think thoughtfully about how to bring together these activities in a meaningful way to best support a text that you've chosen for your text set. Sorry, a text that you've chosen for the scaffolding project. So let me know if you have any questions, and happy, fruitful thinking.